Let's hear another call.
Yo, Theo, this is Trevor calling out of Moscow, Russia. I'm calling for James.
Wow. I didn't know this was from Moscow. Trevor, thank you for calling. And this is our second foreign call. Today, Ireland, Russia, coming in with some white hot heat right here. And we're not trying to not keep things diverse, but apparently we had some, predominantly white countries that called up. Let's hear more. Zvider Zane.
In the Golden Oreo. I just wanted to let him know that I'm in the same situation as him.
Wow. And there you go. That's some of the magic. You share, other people share. Let's hear more.
But 7 years later, so I'm hoping that I could give him some words of encouragement and like some reassurance.
Okay, and so Trevor is saying that he had this same problem 7 years ago. Onward.
The most important thing to realize here is that a relationship after the college years doesn't really revolve around fucking as much as people want you to believe. I know maybe he's listening to Delia, who's telling him to not be in a relationship, go out, fuck chicks every night and stuff like that.
But yeah, there's some schools of thought out there. It's just like stay out there and fuck. But I'll tell you from experience and that it gets empty. It gets addictive because it gets hard to fill. It gets hard to fill that void, because you just, a lot of times you're just uncomfortable because you're lonely. And so then you take that loneliness and you'll hook up with another girl and you'll just create more loneliness. I've had the fortune over the years of being, I've been with some ladies, and I've been with some real ladies. And one lady I even was with ended up getting sexual transition, and is now a man. So I've been on, I've done some things, but I was there at the starting line, not at the finish line with that gal. And I'll say it gets addictive and it gets lonely. And at a certain point, there's nothing out here for you. You're just out here for your own ego, filling up your own empty ego. And it's crazy because you're filling it up, but also you're making the void bigger at the same time. Now, with that said, daddy likes to freaking get a lady that, and eat that cookie, and snack that cooter pie. So I like to do some of that. And I'm not saying it just, but I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's hear a little more from Trevor here.
Or something. So if you have these dark thoughts in your head, maybe just bust a nut, get those T levels back down to normal, and then you'll be able to reassess the situation.
And that's Russian Trevor talking about busting nuts there. And it's pretty amazing that we have a show here where a man can call up and recommend to another man that he bust nuts and it not be sexual. That's pretty rare, I think. You just don't get that every day these days. You just don't get that. All right, let's see if I have any final thoughts on that for James. James, if you're ready to start a family, if you see that this woman is going to be, you're not looking around, you're locked in, then I think you go for it. I think you stick with your girl. Maybe you give it a beat. Maybe you don't make any crazy moves with her for a year if you're having some of these reservations. Maybe you talk to her about some of the reservations you are having. Maybe she'll help put some of them out of your mind. Maybe she's open to the threesome thing.